All right, you asked, so we're doing it based off my previous video where I packed out a GR1 and a 26 liter and a GR2 26 liter. Someone asked if we could pack out the 34 and the 40. So here we are packing out the 34 40 liter GR2s to see what they're like in a pack out mode. This time I upped the ante and we went for a 7-day trip on how they pack out. So let's do it. Let's compare both bags packed out. It's the 34 and 40 liter GR2s. Let's pack it out for 7 days. Let's go. Today we pack out two of my favorite bags in their best sizes. So the GR2, done a couple of videos on that, done a couple of videos on the Kaiden. So today we're going to pack out, based solely off of your feedback, my previous video on the 26 liter versus 26 liter. Someone said, hey, can you pack out the 34 and the 40 liter GR2s? So here we are. This is the 34 liter Kaiden, and then I've got down below, well, it's probably going to end up being my Go bag, the ultimate Go bag. It's a GR2 from GORUCK. It's the shooter edition, so it's got Velcro all over the place and different things that we'll probably show you in a different video completely, the whole thing. But today, we're going to pack out these two sizes of the GR2, a 34 and a 40 liter, so the two biggest sizes of GR2 with not the normal standard loadout stuff that I've talked about before. This is an extended trip loadout. This is 7 days worth of stuff. So 7 pairs of socks, underwear, t-shirts, more jackets, more gear, full DOP kit, a full camera kit, extra water bottles, you name it. It's all going to go into these bags and see 34 liters big enough for a 7-day trip. Or maybe the 40 liter. Now one caveat to this is neither of these bags are the standard GR2s. So they're missing a couple pockets that you would get in a normal GR2, namely in the bigger compartment. But for the 40 liter down below, the shooter edition, as you'll see, there's more Velcro everywhere and less pockets. So for the ultimate organizer, the actual GR2s, not either of these bags would be the one you would want because of all the different pockets that I showed you in my GR2 video or in those editions. These are missing a few, but they're great fabrics and they're great bags to show you and highlight some of the great features of the GR2. So today we pack them out. Let's start off with the 34 liter GR2, and again, this is the Kaiden edition made out of that X-Pack material that I just absolutely love. I got the whole capsule. I've done a previous video on the bullet ruck, and I'm gonna probably, I don't know, I might do a separate whole video on the 34 liter. And I did some pack outs already on this in that 26 liter version. So today we go big, we go 7 days into this. So let's do that. Let's pack out the venerable 34 liter Kaiden GR2, AquaGuard zippers, everything I love, with 7 days of stuff. Let's do it. Alright, so there it is. There's the 34 liter with 7 days worth of stuff. Pretty well packed out, maybe a couple of cubic inches left underutilized, namely in the bottom of the main compartment. A couple of little things I could put in there. Sunglasses for sure would fit in that little spot. And again, I didn't fully optimize all the little individual pockets. What's still left is the iPad or laptop. Would definitely fit in this very back pocket, and that's what I kind of love about these bags is that you can always, no matter how full these bags are, fit your laptop, iPad in the back and have access to it no matter how full out these bags are. The very front pocket you can still access, but to be honest, if I was on a trip, I was going to the airport, the only reason I'm going to use this pocket now is for probably my passport and some other documents. Maybe my AirPods. Again, this is a situation where I also, man, wouldn't it be awesome if I had that secret stash pocket in here that I have in the, in the bullet ruck? But anyway, I don't have that. 7 days worth of gear, fully ready to go. And what else, or what didn't I fit in here? Well, my extra hat, no big deal. an extra sweatshirt. There's a light jacket in here though, so I'm not completely out of luck, but warmer layers of clothes. I didn't take my water bottle, so I could clip this to the side and be just fine. Maybe bring in a water bottle or a smaller one. I also tried to put in this Step 22 tech pouch as my main camera bag, but it was just too deep to fit in the front compartment of the GR2. So what I ended up doing is switching over to the Evergoods Cap 2. And so that one, just because it's a little shallower, definitely fit better in this front part of the GR2 front pocket. So there you go, full pack out mode, missing a few items, but not very much. Let's take all this stuff out, repack in the 40 liters, see if it makes that much of a difference. Let's go to it. All right, so here we are, unpacked completely at a 34 liter, and really the big difference might be the fact that I was, you know, I was mostly packed for summertime, so I wouldn't have the ability to bring wintertime stuff with me. So maybe that's a, you know, a 3-season bag, the 34 liter for 7 days, and again, only didn't take a few items. So now we're going to pack it out in this, the 40 liter GR2. This is the shooter edition, and so it's got a couple differences, mainly compression straps, and then some mostly all Velcro on the inside. So just giving you a real quick preview of what this bag is, how it's different. Front panel, no difference, but it's got Velcro right here below this pocket on the main compartment, and then, or in the front compartment rather. And then in the main compartment, the main difference is it's pretty much Velcro head to toe for the whole front panel, so no pockets like the standard GR2, and no elastic pocket on the back. So those are the real main differences. There's webbing, Velcroed webbing in here, so really you can deck this thing out however you want it. It's probably going to be my go bag. But today we're packing out to see if 40 liters is enough volume to carry the rest of my 7-day pack out. So let's do it. Let's pack it out. All right, so there you go, 40 liters, and I'm really surprised it really didn't pack out any differently than the 34 liter. I still couldn't fit the sweatshirt in there. It's still pretty packed. There's a couple extra, maybe liters or small things I could fit in the very top part of this, but it still didn't fit the hat. There's no way I'm fitting this Step 22 in there, and I still don't have the water bottle in there. So this is kind of a mystery. Didn't really fit. None of it really fit any differently in this 40 liter compared to the 34 liter. I still have shoes and all sorts of stuff in the main compartment. So really what you're getting out of this bag is just a little bit taller and maybe a little bit more room, but it doesn't really pack out much differently compared to the 34 liter, which to be honest surprised me. I expected to definitely get that sweatshirt in there and have no problems packing out for 7 days with all that stuff. So what do I really lose out on? Again, I don't have my water bottle in there, but I could clip this to the side, not too worried. The extra hat, well, I'll just have to be more, I probably could fit that in there. And then there's the, you know, no sweatshirt. So I'm gonna have more layers on me when I'm in transit for when I get to my final destination, or I pack out in a kit bag or something else as my second bag. Probably going to take a sling. So if you took a sling across your chest with maybe some of that camera gear, that would eliminate one of the pieces inside, and then maybe could ball up a maybe smaller sweatshirt than what I have here. So that's really how it fits. Again, kind of surprised. And then, you know, just another highlight, just to remind you, this is not a standard GR2. This is the shooter edition, has compression straps and the Velcro inside. So, you know, the difference, if you had the regular version, first you're not going to have the compression, but you would take out a couple of these things and maybe put them in their individual sections in this bag so you could really trick it out for your specific needs. And really, to me, that's the genius of the GR2, is not necessarily the extra capacity, but it's just the way it's laid out and the way you can access just about anything when it's packed appropriately. This is not what I would say a GR2 packed out appropriately looks like, except it's full, and there's no way I'm gonna open these pockets to get stuff. But with the little less gear, you're gonna be able to unzip, get things in any of the individual pockets that are in a standard GR2, and that's what I will probably show you in my GR2 26-liter edition when it's totally decked out in the most useful either camera, everyday carry mode, or maybe a small weekend travel mode. But anyway, that's the GR2 Packout 40 and 34. Not a lot of difference. Kind of surprised. And again, these are not the standard editions of the GR2, but still I wouldn't expect much of a difference between the 34 and 40 in terms of extra capacity. You're going to be able to pack about the same amount of stuff. So there you go. Hope you like this video. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time. So here you go, that was the pack out of the GR2s, both the 34 and 40 liters, the biggest of the GR2s. And again, some surprising conclusions there, as we really saw not much of a difference between those two bags, which was very surprising. So hopefully this video is useful to you as you try to pack out both bags. And coming soon, a video on the 40 liter shooter edition as we pack it out in go mode. So let's do it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you can see what's happening next. I got a lot of videos planned coming in the next couple weeks, both GORUCK gear and others, slings, etc. You name it, it's coming soon. So subscribe, get alerts. See you next time. We're going to enjoy the beautiful weather here in Georgia. Right, so today's a big day. Today's going to be a good video because I get to work with some of my favorite bags that I've achieved. Today we pack up